Now that we've recorded a haul and discards, this video is now going to show how to end a trip and print the report. So when we're satisfied with the number of tows we've made and logged, as well as our discard report, and we're ready to end the trip, we'll tap the chevron at the bottom left corner of the screen here and tap End Logbook. In the delivery report, we can add as many of these fish ticket, recipient name, and processor code entries as necessary. We recognize that most of the time there will only be one entry required. However, if something happens at the processor or some reason necessitates multiple ADF&G fish ticket numbers, you can always tap the plus add delivery bar here at the bottom and add another one of these deliveries. For now, we'll just delete this and stick with the one delivery set of fields here. So notice that the date and time of delivery is automatically set. Always know that you can edit these at any time by just tapping on the fields themselves. Enter your ADF&G fish ticket number. We've made it so that you can enter both letters and numbers and spaces if you need to. We understand that ADF&G fish ticket numbers contain both from time to time. Enter the recipient name or the buyer of your product, as well as the processor code. These are not preloaded into the system deliberately out of concern that there might be instances where processor codes or recipient names change, and we want users to have the capability to manually enter these to be the most responsive as they can be in their offloading situation there in the moment. So once you're satisfied with the delivery information that you've entered, tap Confirm. Notice now that we're back to the Deckhand home screen with an events list that includes all components that comprise a complete trip, including the trip header, our haul number 5 that we did in a previous video for this demo, our discards report, and our delivery report. These are the main components of a complete trip in the Deckhand software. Now we're ready to review our report, and to do so we'll tap on the trip header that contains trip-the date up here in blue. Tap that to expand it, and then tap Report. This report brings up a PDF or paper resembling report that looks similar to the previous DFL that you're used to. Information populated on this report happens in real time as you populate information throughout the Deckhand software, throughout your tows, your discard reports, your deliveries, etc. So you can see the information that we entered throughout these series of demo videos populated here in the report. As you enter more tows or hauls, there will be more lines here. As you enter more discard species, there will be more lines here, or discard dates as well. And if there's more than one ADF&G fish ticket, that will also add more lines here under the delivery report. If you recall on the old paper DFL, the blue copy has a blacked out section in the middle that hides your catch or your haul location information for the processor or the discard report. We've built in that functionality in the middle of this report, so when you're ready to print a processor report, what would otherwise or previously been known as the blue copy, you can simply tap Convert to Discard Report, and you see that your catch data is hidden. And what remains are your discards, your deliveries, and your identification information up at the top. You can easily toggle back to the full report by just tapping the same button again, which now reads Convert to Full Report. That makes your catch by haul reappear, including all of your hauls and lats and lawns and more. When you've reviewed the information in the report and you're satisfied with it, you can tap the button here at the top that says Mark as Complete. When you tap Mark as Complete, the report disappears, then reappears again with a little message at the top verifying that you have reviewed or verified that this report and all data contained within is complete. This is for the fisher to ensure that not a lot of back and forth happens and that a deliberate approach is taken to making sure that the data contained in your report is accurate. And when you're ready to print, tap the Share button in the upper right hand corner making sure that the device is connected to the appropriate network for the printer. Then you'll tap the print button. Ensure that the appropriate printer appears here in the top. In my case, it's this Canon printer that the iPad is connected to. Ensure that double-sided is turned off. Ensure that the portrait orientation is selected, and then press print. When you're done printing, you can close out this report. Or if you need to print another copy, simply repeat the previous couple of steps. Or again, if you need to print a discard report, convert to the discard report, then print again the discard report only. Keep in mind that if you already marked the report as complete and then you realize that you needed to add some additional information or something was incorrect, you can still go back and unlock the report and make necessary edits. Simply close out of the report, and now you'll see that there is an unlock button here in the trip header in the events list. Tap unlock. Tap confirm on the warning dialog after you've read through this. And now you can go back in and edit any of your hauls, discards, or the delivery report before you go back and run the report again, mark it as complete again, and print it off. And notice here again that Deckhand throws in a message that says, as of 1400 on today's date, the user has re-verified that this report and all data contained within is complete. When you're done with your trip and you've printed all the necessary reports and you're ready to clear your slate, so to speak, tap Archive. Archiving a trip means no new logs can be added to this trip, but you can always review the trip in the archived list, which I'll show you in a moment. Tap Confirm. And now our events list is clear and we're ready to start a new logbook for the next trip. In the archive list, you can view all past trips, print reports, and look at discard reports and delivery reports by accessing trips located in the events list on the left here, arranged by the date in chronological order. Furthermore, every time you tap a trip from a previous date, it will zoom in to the location on the map screen where your hauls took place.